So it was interesting because in my mind, I've always had this thought in my head, my work will speak for itself. And that is not true. Because then I think everyone in this room has at some point in time had an experience where they're the most experienced or the most educated, and someone comes in and you're like, where did you come from and why am I teaching you now to do your job?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That position posting to say I got appointed into my role is the reason I got an invite to be here. So even if it's 15 minutes a day, just to say, here's a project that I worked on. Just to give you a great example, I implemented the largest tag and title system replacement in 15 years in this country. Most people don't know about that. And so what I'm doing now is being more intentional about that, writing an article about it, making sure that we're putting in for awards. Because my grandmother always taught me, be humble, darling, but humble doesn't get the check. And it's not about bragging, but it really doesn't. Right. And so I've just had to be more intentional about making sure that I'm putting the information. And it's not about bragging. It's just saying, here's what has been accomplished, because someone else might be out there that wants to hear that story or needs to see that example. I was on a magazine and I fought that for forever. I did not want to do the cover, didn't want to be on there. I didn't realize I was the first person of color on the cover of that magazine. It's our industry magazine. And so I now have a young lady who's inspired by that because she's able to see someone who looks like her. Exactly. So don't take it to say it's just for you. Take it to say it's an investment in not just you, but for others. Recently, I took on the role of Chief Performance Officer for the 10th largest state revenue agency within the country. This is a new role. I'm now a senior executive. And I need a space that I can be comfortable to be able to talk about the things that I'm doing in my role and just some of the challenges that I may face. That's why being here today for 360 was amazing. Truly appreciate having a safe space where I could be vulnerable with some of the challenges or concerns that I have as a leader at this level, and being able to ask some questions and getting feedback, not just because of the level that I'm at, but who I am as an individual, who I am in terms of just Georgia being Georgia, and being able to say, yeah, have the great leadership skills, have the education, have the title, but here's one thing that concerns me and I want to know how best to approach this. This is why you need to be a part of this organization. You need to be here. You need to be sitting here to provide inputs. You need to be here to be able to ask those questions and being able to be vulnerable. Leadership requires vulnerability, but you have to have a safe space to be able to do that. And that's why I think LEAD360 is so important.